So Anthony Kennedy is resigning from the Supreme Court. He's retiring. So now there's a vacancy, and it's up to President Trump to nominate his second Supreme Court justice. Now, the first one was Antonin Scalia, his seat that was tragically vacated because of his untimely passing. That was during an election year, 2016, when we had Hillary and Trump running for president. We had, of course, the Senate race for who would be in control of that, and, of course, the House. And the leadership in the Senate, McConnell instituted what's known as the Biden rule, which simply meant no nominee would have a hearing until after the election. Now, Democrats are calling for the same thing in this case, but there's a difference. There's a difference between 2016 and 2018. We'll talk about that. We also unpack really kind of some of the mechanics. We don't get too far in the weeds here, but we talk about what's going on, and we prepare you to buckle up for what's about to happen, because the Supreme Court is of vital importance to the far left and to the cause of liberalism, because liberalism rarely wins on the ballot. And we talk about that. We talk about the importance of the court to the far left, how it's used oftentimes to implement liberal policies, not just the Supreme Court, but the Supreme Court and the other courts, because liberal policies rarely get through the legislative process because, candidly, they're against the will of the people and oftentimes against the spirit and the text of the Constitution. So we talk about those things today, and we prepare you to buckle up, because that's what it's time to do, because this is not something that the far left is going to simply give up on. They're not going to concede that a constitutional conservative, an originalist, will be appointed to the seat held by Anthony Kennedy, who, yes, even though he was appointed by Reagan in 87, his seat, his vote was often the swing vote. And his seat will be important on issues such as abortion and issues pertaining to same-sex marriage and all sorts of things like that, and lots of others too that may come down the road. But anyway, we talk about that today. We unpack that, and of course, there's a lot more to come with this. This is a big issue, a big deal, because for the first time, not only is Trump going to be nominating a justice, he's already done that once with Scalia's seat. Now he's nominating a justice that could begin to tip the balance of power on the court. And this, of course, is unacceptable to the left. So we talk about that today, guys. As always, appreciate you listening. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.